Here's the Amiga 1200 that I managed to get a compact flash card inside. But before I do anything else with it, I've been advised to recap it. Now I've actually got some caps. Got some caps here. Special cap kit. Right. Let's get this motherboard out. I'm not sure how to get this little clip up off the keyboard there. Look at that. Right, what have I got? I've got a screw here. These are the ROMs, aren't they? You can replace these. This is number 3. Which I've seen 3.1. I'll click there, the keyboard. I didn't know that came off. That can't be it, can it? It's got to be something else, surely. Do I have to bend these tabs up? Hold on, just came back. It's stuck on here, and it's the wait. Does look like I'm going to have to bend them tabs up. One second, bent down. Well, I think it'll be. There we go. So the mouse is separate. And what is it? It's PDA's got a revision number on. Channel Z 1200 revision 1D.4. There's a little bit of corrosion on the RF out there, but it looks okay. On the top at least. What does it look like on the bottom? Surely I don't have to take all these off, do I? I do, don't I? To get it out. I'm going to take all of these little plumbing. I think I had a little tool for that. Somewhere. Let's have a look. Right, in my little cheap Oreo kit, I think this fits on there. It does. That's going to be a lot easier. Missed one. What's that? Just a crumb. Right, with that removed, there's a lot of plastic next to these caps. It's not as going to be as easy as what I was hoping for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 We've got 4, 7, 12, 14, 16, 18. How on earth am I going to get that one out of there? Good job I've got the scope. So that's the clamp for the keyboard. And I was just wondering if I could pull that off so I didn't melt it. I wonder what my smallest soldering iron tip is. I've got a curved one, that might be better. So I can use this one. J02. So that's by far the most difficult one to take out. So I'm going to start with that one first. I will put some Kaplan tape on the connector there. And what do I need to replace it with? It's got motherboard locations on here. Is that a location? It doesn't seem to have a location. I've got C331 there. That must be it, surely. CN13, that must be for the connector. And C331, assuming it's for that cap. But I haven't got a 331 on my list. Unless that 331 is not for that cap. It wouldn't be printed underneath the cap, surely. It's possible. There's another cap there. I cannot see a code for that unless it's underneath. Is that the number underneath there? Right, there's some Kapton tape on there. I've got a little bit of bismuth here, which will just lower the temperature of that solder. But that solder, I would imagine, has got a bit of lead in it, because these things were built quite a while ago. So hopefully it might just pop off dead easily. One down, well, one off. C334, and I have 334 on my list. It's capacitor E, and there's 5 of them. Superb. I didn't look to see which way it went, so it looks like it points down. And here's the replacement. There we go. Spot on. So I'm going to remove all the caps off the board and get them all swapped over, and I'll come back. I'll let it record. I'm going to edit most of it out. It's really boring. I'll do all the SMD ones first. Right, well, that's all the caps removed. Got some holes to clean up there. So I've cleaned up all the pads, so I can start putting them back on and give the board a good clean. This is one of the through-hole capacitors, and this one's ground, I think, but this one, I'm not sure if it's got a good connection. There's no solder on the back of this board, or there's nothing for us to solder to on the back of the board, so I'm not convinced I've got a good connection on it. I've put it in, so I don't know where it goes to on this side of the board. So if I flip this round, this one goes to ground, but I don't know where this positive one, it goes to somewhere on this side of the board, possibly down one of these traces here. Oh, obviously I cannot see. Feels a bit too wobbly for my liking. I don't know what to do. I'll heat that solder up and see if I can get it to... It might have gone through the board. onto the other side now. That's it. That's firmed up. I'll pop some more solder on. Yeah, I think that's it. If I have any faults with the system when I power it back on, that's the first place I'll look. So I'm hoping the solder's gone through to the other side and made a good connection. Like I say, any problems, that's cap 307. I'll check that first. That's the last one there, 408, which is the 1000. And this curved tip's not very good for through-hole stuff. Right, now I can move on to the SMD caps, and I'll pause the video there and come back when I've done them all. I've done it the wrong way around. I should have put them SMD caps on there first before I put the through-hole caps in. What an absolute idiot. So I'm gonna have to I'm not taking them back out. I'm gonna have to struggle. I've come down to hang on, I'm on the wrong one here. I've read 304 and I want to put 22 on, but it's not, because it's a capacitor. I don't know which one it is. I've got 305 and 306. Presumably that's 305, so this must be 306. 306 is not on my list. 306, that's got to be 306 for there, surely. I haven't got a 306 on my list. I've got a 305, must be 305, which is a 10. Right, well that's it, that's all the caps on. And I'm wondering if I can just power it on like that and see if I get a picture out of the composite or component. I can never remember which one it is. So I've put the keyboard on to see if I can see some power lights here. I don't know if it'll start up with the keyboard off. I'm not sure, but I'm going to give it a shot. No doubt you're shouting at the screen. It's plugged in at the wall. I'm going to bring up Elgato here. I'm going to switch the power supply on and I'm going to look away just in case one of them caps pops. Right, here goes. Well, I've got a good light. I've got a light, which is good. Floppy disk drive's trying. Yes! Excellent! Fantastic! I am over the moon. It doesn't mean it's all working, but I haven't blown anything up. Spot on. Absolutely spot on. Champion. The cap, which I was worried about. Where's that one? That's up here, which is next to this port. Well, you cannot see. That's up here, which is next to this port, whatever that is. But so far so good. Brilliant. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll quickly power that off. And I'll lift that out of the way. And I'll pop in I'll pop this in. I'll put it on a piece of paper first. So it goes in there. Not easy to line this up. Let's see if that's lined up correctly. Let's power that back on. We'll pull this down. We'll make it a hard disk light. And it should boot up. Cross your fingers. To Workbench. hard disk lights flashing there. That's not the right one. Here we go. Am I going to get Workbench? Yes, I am. Brilliant. Fantastic. I am over the moon. Right. I don't know what to do next with this, but I'll tell you what. Previously, this component or composite was flashing, and it's not flashing anymore. So that looks quite stable. Right. I don't know what to do next. I don't know whether to try and put... I saw some instructions to get this working for copying across. So I might try that next. The first thing would be to put this back together in the case. I've got an Amiga test disc somewhere, but it's just getting it onto here so I can actually run it. But that's for another video. This video is all about recapping this. It's took us a while, but I've gotten it done and I'm pleased. So I hope to see you all in the next one. If you can give us any tips, do I mess about with this? Or do I just... is there another technique to get software and games onto the card? I've seen an extender cable, an IDE extender cable, and I think it comes out of here somewhere, so I might be able to try that. But I think what I'll do is I'll go and have a cup of coffee and I'll leave this running a bit and let it warm up. So that's it for this one. If you've got any tips or tricks, please let us know, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.